You look like a little boy when you wear that hat. You look like I just took you on your first roller coaster. Welcome back, episode 27 of Coke Papitas. Coke Dads.
Yeah.
This is our YouTube page. You should say it this time.
What do you want me to say?
This is our YouTube page. Please like, subscribe, follow.
Line.
You know the line.
Follow us on Instagram at Coke Dads Podcast.
No, we are on. Thanks for watching our YouTube. That's,
Thanks for listening on Spotify.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Follow us on things.
Now list them.
At your leisure.
Now list them. Anyway, we're bad at promotion.
Hey,
How do we get people to shows?
how you not following
How
us
you not-
already?
Okay,
huh?
we did this.
We're gonna end every episode like that.
Yeah, I get that.
So what'd you guys do to change? Well, we put up a backdrop and Brandon talks Italian now.
Yeah, he's an Italian son of a Coke dad. Because we're the sons of Coke dads, not us, our dads.
Oh, it's not that, but papa.
I do like, I'm starting to figure out how to talk about my dad on stage a bit in a way. Because what would happen is people would get too sad. And it's like, what? Like, you didn't have to be there. Why is this sad? It's funny. I'm laughing about it.
It was because the way you would drop it. Before you would have fun and be like, yeah, Dad did. Oh, like he mixed Coke with it, and people like, oh. But before that, it was just like, Dad's so dead.
Yeah, the deadest of dads.
Or like the conversation of Dad would come up, and you're
Yeah.
like, mine's dead. And then people are like, what?
As,
Like,
as
so
a guy
dead.
with a dead dad.
And you would just be like, they would say something, and you're like, so dead. And I'm like, okay.
Why does the sentence "so dead" make? Because he is. If I say dead, I'm saying so dead.
It's like getting wet.
Why is adding the word "so" the problem there?
You're not so wet. You're just wet.
So wet is
I'm saying
hotter,
like you go
though.
swimming. You
I'm
jump in
so
the water.
wet.
You don't have different levels of death.
Yeah, but if a girl you were having sex with went, I'm so wet.
Yeah,
That's sexier than wet.
But all she has to say is wet.
But okay, you're in the throes of passion, and she says, "Wet."
So you're saying so when you're on stage and you're in the thrills of passion, you're just like so dead.
So dead.
My dad is so dead.
So dead.
This is like two of your bits together. So dead. So dead. You know?
And
How dad is your dad? So dead.
But that's not how the bit goes. It goes, I taste good.
So dead.
So dead. So dead. Okay, this is out of control.
So what does she do if you bomb?
What does she do if you bomb?
Wild.
Well, yeah. Check out our sketches. Backroom Comedy Club. Yeah, if you don't know the two of us, that makes sense. No one does. I
know us.
There's a few hundred people in Toronto who know us.
Say more.
A few thousand people in Toronto. At the CNE, a guy stopped me and was like, "Hey, you're that guy from the comedy club, eh?"
I was
like, "My name is Ariel. Please learn
the
it."
Thousands and more than the hundreds.
Okay, so you're saying like 300 people
800 people
that actually are our fans.
didn't know of us.
Know of us, but
Didn't say
okay,
fans.
okay. I think it's more than that. I think actual fans. I think we have probably 1,000.
So what's funny to me is when we started Backroom Comedy, we were like, no ego. And now we're dropping sketches because you want to see us. They want to see us. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, we
I'm
learned. We learned. Here's what I learned. The internet loves content. We're funny people. We make funny content.
No, but what I'm
End of
saying-
story.
I'm saying people now like.
There's no ego in
Like
that.
we put out flyers, okay? So on our flyer, the first time we had like Mike Rita, the king of pot, and then we had like Natasha Chantel, she's writes for Gilbert Iglesias. Then we had Shader Rena, 6 million followers on TikTok.
Follow me, you fucking idiots.
Now what are we?
Now we're putting us on the
And
flyer
why?
because people come for us.
That's what you wanted, not you, not me. What you wanted.
Because people like the Bubbies boys.
I think
Whispering it is
I think
so
they
creepy.
find us entertaining.
That's
No, but like's a
That's the
strong
same
word.
thing.
I think that we have a
if we're entertaining and they're entertained, they inherently like it.
no, but it's like a Howard Stern thing where I think.
Are you ever entertained and don't like it?
I think that's the thing. I think I get the concept of entertainment, that all entertainment is entertainment. But I'm saying some people are like, what are these two assholes up to? And then they watch it,
and we're not for them.
but they still watch it.
Hopefully. Okay, you see this views count? I think it's down here. Let's make that higher, huh? Come on.
What does it say? Like 4?
Yeah. 12. I'm doing it with stand-up clips too now. And what's so funny is like one will get like 2,000 and the next one's like 8. And you're like, what?
My favorite is when we put it up in the club, we would put up Coke Dads, and then people would be like, you guys are just bringing up your views. And you'd be like, actually, for each IP address, it only counts.
Counts as one. Yeah.
Yeah, we have that many views on this? Wait till they see the new backdrop.
Hopefully, I decided, and I tried to convince Brandon of this. The reason we did a facelift is we raised the level of our club, and it just shows what we're actually capable
Got a
of.
tremendous response.
And the more effort we put in, the more love I think we'll get back. Not that I'm putting an effort to get love back. That sounded so weird.
You're just saying that whatever, it's sort of like stand-up. It's like when I bring the high energy versus when I don't.
The more
it's
I
not
care.
that they don't respond to the no high energy. It's just they give you back what you give.
Yeah, like if I come here every week and I'm like, why would anyone listen to this podcast? Nobody's going to listen to this fucking podcast.
If it got dirtier and dirtier. So like next week you come and there's like 2 tiles mixing. And you're like, what? I'm like, don't worry about it. I sold them. You're like, what? For what? Who would buy 2 tiles? How much you get? And like next week there's 16 missing. I'm like, what? You're like, I sold them. Good return.
I come, you've got one turned over and someone's dad doing coke off it. You're like, it's an ad for the pod.
Originally, I was like, yo, Ario, we should put mirrors on them. And he's like, you fucking are just going to do coke off it. I was like, that's a good point.
Uh,
Because it'd be funny if it was mirrors where it's like you're doing it off the baby's head, but there's mirrors everywhere. Weird choice, bro.
Yeah, the whole thing's been a weird choice, but we're so deep now.
So deep. Can't imagine life.
Man, enjoying parts though. Didn't think that was possible.
Well, remember, this is what happens.
Didn't think it was possible.
Tips. So you got to first...
Enjoy your fucking life.
Well, no, that's the thing. First, you got to do something so much that you trust it. Okay. This is obsession thing. So you get obsessed with something.
So this is just a life tip.
Yes, that's usually what I try to give. I give comedy tips, but they work out both.
Okay, you've never once said that.
It's implied.
Is it?
You taught me about nuance.
Because you keep going, tips for comedians, and then
Tips for comedians.
we're like, why is the general public not watching? Because they're not comedians.
For comedians living life.
Yes.
Or tips for life
From a comedian.
from a comedian. I don't like that. No.
You don't like that? Why don't you like
I
that?
want to give the fucking tip.
Just give the fucking tip.
The tip is...
Just give her the tip.
Just the tip
Okay.
with Brandon Sobel.
I hate
The
it.
tip is this week, which is the same week, is... I'll stop stalling. The tip is that you have to become obsessed with something and then just trust it. Just literally, if it consumes you and you're working hard at it, trust it. And then eventually you can enjoy it. So where we're at with comedy is we can enjoy it.
Yeah.
But
I have
it's
a
like
good time.
It's like writing new jokes, for instance. Like you gotta trust.
Yeah, what's funny about my sets recently is I've had to be like, sorry, I'm not in the best mood. I know. Right? Because it's like, I'm tired. I'm doing a lot of hours here. And this moment is what I get for it. I want to be better for you. I know.
But it goes back to the thing where it's like, I'm just saying that you're at the point now where you're past. It's like it's cool what happened with the club, and I don't want to jinx it. But where we're at with the club is like we trust it.
Yeah.
We work really hard now for almost a year that like we trust it to the point. And with comedy now, when we're on stage, we're enjoying it. But it's like soon the club's going to be like enjoyment, like this. I trust this. I trust that when we listen back, it's funny. Huh? Why don't you follow? It's funny. What are you waiting for? Press the follow button. What are you waiting for? Pay me. How about that one?
Buy the fucking merch.
What are you waiting for? Your fucking friends to say, look out for these guys? What, someone you respect less is like, yo, these guys pretty funny. You find us first. You tell your friends. And I really appreciate the support we've gotten so far.
We're not at the end of the episode. That feels like a wrap, didn't it?
I could rap.
No, it felt like you were like, thanks for watching. It's like, we've been going for 10 minutes.
No, I mean, I could wrap the episode up and be like, yo, it's been fun.
Just when you're done. I'm done with you.
You're like talking to them. I have a pillow. You're
You
like,
can
"What
turn the cameras off now with the remote. Just like, boop, off.
the-" Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, man. Coke dads, huh?
I was so high yesterday.
So high, dude.
So I did the headline weekend, which was dope. Shout out Backroom Comedy Club for giving me the opportunity. It's more like my craft. You should check it out. It's a dope club run by two mediocrely cool guys. Yeah, went okay to the fact that I wanted to celebrate. Now, our friend Jared, if you don't know Jared, check out Jared Nathan Comedy. Great guy. It was like, I have a...
A lot, though.
He's like, I have a cookie.
Your energy's a lot.
Oh, you want to just tell him about Jared?
It's a bit. It's a lot. It's intense.
Out Jared Nathan Comedy, he's exactly that.
Yeah, but his comedy's good.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's he's a funny guy. He's a lot of fun.
He's great for 90 minutes.
He's just a lot. Oh, I'd watch an hour of Jared.
No.
With subtitles. On mute.
In doses.
I would listen to Jared on subtitles on mute. I'm taking that for later. That's great.
Yeah.
So he's great, but he's a lot. But where was I going?
I don't know. You were telling us about getting too high.
Oh, okay. So
are you still too high?
I'm high, but oh my god! So in his bag, he goes, "I have a 1,000 milligram cookie."
That's a lot.
Now at this point,
That's too much.
Ash, my life partner. Well, you're my life.
I'm
partner.
offended.
Ash is my person. You're my life partner. Okay. So my person, she's been popping edibles. She's feeling it. Jared's just. I did well.
Yeah.
I did well enough where I was like, I'm going to celebrate. So I ate half a cookie. It was a cookie.
How many milligrams was the cookie?
1,000 total.
So you did how many milligrams?
500 milligrams.
And how much do you generally take?
Well, you used to work at a dispensary.
No, but I worked in a legal dispensary.
No, but tell me, what's the legal...
The legal dose is 10 milligrams. Total in a cookie.
And what did I do?
You did 50 times that.
I felt... You saw me yesterday.
You were a mess.
It's probably like 100... That was the night I slept.
Yeah, I mean, you slept through the work, too. You were, like, not there.
I was...
Every time I came up, I was like... why today? Like I have another thing to do. You need to be here.
I was so fucked.
It's like, why today?
I was there physically.
Self-destruction.
Yeah.
No, not this
it was
isn't.
More like celebratory.
It was like a oops.
Oopsies.
It was a mistake. That's the difference. You weren't like, I don't want to do tomorrow. Let me make it bad.
Is that Ash was like, hey, I don't think I want to drive home tonight. And I was like, okay, so it's one of those nights. And she's like, yes. And I was like, I would like to join you. So you have that cookie. And then
you wanted to get on her level.
Yeah, because it's like, I felt bad enough that I wasn't driving myself because I ate.
So wait, you got that high because you felt bad that you don't drive?
No, I got that high because I got high. I got that high because if I'm not going to contribute like a normal person, like a normal boyfriend, what would they have done in that situation? The girlfriend says she can't drive
Called
home.
an Uber.
If a normal boyfriend...
Calling an Uber is an acceptable response.
That's number 2. But well, first of all, Robert was going to drive us.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to.
So you made a solution. That's what a boyfriend would do.
Okay, so what I did was...
Robert will drive us. We'll come back here tomorrow.
So I was like, well, if you're not driving and I'm not driving your car, like the responsible boyfriend, and the answer I was fishing for, I'm going to get inebriated.
You mean the answer that's insane?
Inebriated.
You mean the answer that's insane, right?
Annihilated. I got fuck. Like, you saw me. I can't even describe it.
Can you hear what you're saying, though?
I got so fucked off a cookie.
No, but can you hear did you hear what you just said? You said, I got so high because I felt bad about myself. No. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's crazy, bro.
That's part of it.
Then why in that moment? There was nothing to feel bad about.
I was also celebrating. I had some shots.
The celebration,
yes.
like if that was the sole motivator.
It wasn't the sole motivator.
But it should have been. That's enough of a reason.
It was enough of it, sure. And then it got like wild because it was just like the cookie just kept going. It was just like, oh man, like what the fuck?
How much sleep did you have between the peak of the high and coming to the club the next day? Well,
I remember Ash being like, hey, we should go to bed. And I checked my phone, and I'm a numbers guy. Like, I love all that shit. And it said 222, which is always like, I always catch that number.
What does 222 mean?
No idea. Haven't done that.
Hey, if you know, comment below. We gotta engage them.
222. Yeah, let us know why I keep seeing 222. But I get excited.
Right there, why he sees 22, and I will comment why I think that's ridiculous.
And I will praise you or also.
Yes, he will come and comment sexy things.
Or the least sexy. Dichotomy. Inclusion. Shout out Jared. Yeah, so I just got so high. And then, so if I got into bed at 2:22 and we talked for a bit, probably fell asleep like 3:30. She did. I don't know when I fell asleep. I just remember having a bad time. I remember being squirrely.
Squirrely?
Yeah.
Can you act out squirrely?
Well, you're trying to sleep.
You're just like,
a little squirrel trying to get that nut. No, just so uncomfortable. And then Ash is like, hey, like, long story short, when we left the car, it was like, we have to be there at 1. I knew I was meeting you at 11. I wasn't worried. Now, fast forward to the cookie.
Can you say that again? What time were we meant to meet?
11,
What time did you show up?
12,
But what did you were like, I have to be there at what time?
11.
You just said 1.
No, the car, you had to be there at 1. Like where she parked on that, but
Okay.
they'd ticket you after 1.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were like, yeah, I got to be there at 11.
No.
I mean 1.
No, I knew I had to be there at 11, and then I knew that she had somewhere to be at 1, and then it was also she was at a communion. So the whole goal was to go out and get a gift, which I think she did. Maybe I came. My brain was off.
You don't
Around
remember if you went.
9:30. No, I honestly, yesterday looking back, I can't even. All feels like a dream.
A fever
A
dream?
bad dream. No one was
Your
funny.
whole body is getting...
No one was funny. I felt uncomfortable. The cookie. Then I
You
decided.
still feel uncomfortable?
I feel. You can tell I feel significantly better today. I had Tibbs last night, Tibbs and spinach, just to be like,
Get it out.
get everything out.
Get it out.
All of it out.
We sell Tibbs and spinach at our comedy club.
If you ask Johnny Bada, ribs.
Yeah, ribs and spinach.
What's your favorite food here? The ribs. We don't serve ribs. Yes, you do. What?
With
It
spinach.
says Tibbs. Okay. Have you eaten it? Yes.
I would like ribs and spinach, though.
I think that you couldn't eat ribs at a comedy show.
You definitely could not.
Like you could, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Maybe on a platter, like mini ones.
Because then if we were to bring in ribs, I'd want corn to quickly follow. But
So
then
it's
you
just a
can't have
barbecue
just
joint
people
now?
Just fucking. Imagine doing comedy to a bunch of fucking people with sauce on their face and just like mowing down ribs.
With those like corn holders.
And if we're gonna keep it real, ribs are better than stand-up comedy. Really good ribs.
Oh, get out of here.
Then yes, I would.
Eating ribs at home watching stand-up would be a dream evening.
Fuck, I would love to eat ribs right now.
Yeah, I also want ribs now.
See, if you just had
What's your
shit
best?
together,
What's your favorite ribs joint
In
in
Toronto.
Toronto / your own city? Maybe when we come there, you can.
why won't they sponsor us? Why won't your favorite rib joint let us eat their ribs right now?
Yeah, picture our two faces, as Jewish as they can be, just mowing into a pork rib, huh?
Oh, what's your favorite type of rib? You like a smoker? You like
Spare.
barbecue? Oh, you like Chinese?
Yeah, you know that.
I knew that now.
Yeah, you knew that.
We should
Now I'm
go-
doing the Max voice.
we-
Yeah,
We gotta go to Chinese soon.
yeah. We go to New Ho King. We get the crispy beef with rice and a side order of black sesame sauce.
Okay, so we're clearly
No,
hungry.
black
we're
bean
doing that
sauce.
Max thing.
Yeah, we're doing the Max thing. But we're also engaging. If you're in Toronto, check out New Ho King. You see what I'm doing?
We can do this. Okay, so Ariel's giving you a tip. For
Tip!
Toronto living.
For Toronto living.
If you haven't been
Or
to New Ho
visiting.
King,
New Ho King.
that's got the best crispy beef.
Next level.
in the
I got
game.
crispy beef from a place near my place, and the whole time I was like, "You're not New Ho King."
Now, if I'm gonna recommend something, or is this something we're always gonna do, or I just have to pick of something 'Cause off the top?
I think
of
if
the
it comes
dome-
off organic,
top of the
but
dome,
sure.
I'm gonna recommend 2 places.
yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna recommend Dim Sum Queen, shit fire.
Where's that
I couldn't tell you. I don't drive. I think it's towards
area? You don't know.
like
You're like dim sum queen.
it's north. It's on Yonge. It's north from where we are right now.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it's not like super north.
So
like
like
a 5-10
north of
minute ride.
Young and Eglinton.
Yeah.
So you have some kind of reference where it
I'd
is in
say
the
it's
city.
like I'd say Lawrence,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, Lawrence.
Maybe Bath.
Yeah.
or
No.
Lawrence, ish, maybe question mark.
North.
And the other thing I'm going to shout out, which I know where it's at exactly, it's literally at the Rosedale
Rosedale Diner.
subway station. No.
Oh, Black
Black
Camel.
Camel
Yeah.
is- Fire. I've been
Yeah.
going to Black Camel before I even lived in Toronto.
Yeah, Black
Went to
Camel's
Black
fire.
Camel. Shout out to my cousin. I'm gonna actually see him this week at his 1-year anniversary. He showed me Black Camel. I was like, "What in the fuck?" Then I came back to Toronto before I lived here, ate it again, and was like, "This is just as good." Then I moved to Toronto and was like, "Yo, I got to get this fucking sandwich." Took a picture on my Instagram. Like 8 people were like, "Yo, is that Black Camel?" Like people know. And then I guess if we're gonna do this, and I haven't had it in months, I could fuck with a California sandwich too.
Yeah, I never. For me, California always
Godfather is
under-delivered.
Fire. Why did it under-deliver?
I just don't like that type of sandwich. The bread gets soggy. It's
You're not
like,
wrong.
What is like? Why is this so?
I still don't get that. I don't get why we live in a society. Now, I'm not going to say no to it.
How have you not made bread that don't get soggy,
No,
huh?
no, how do we live in a society where it's like, oh, you got a chicken parmesan? Tell me about it. Well, we bread the chicken. But you know what'd be good? Chicken parmesan sandwich. Like, we find out gluten's bad for us. Why are we double breading everything? How don't you follow us? I'm not allowed to have real opinions. Is it because it's food and that's the only thing I actually have an opinion on? Hey, Brand, how do you feel about God? I don't know. Hope it's real. Hey.
How do you feel about a sandwich?
Oh, man.
I'd fuck that sandwich.
Should have used Gouda. Should have used Gouda.
You know, I think that's a symptom of life, right? Because that's something we have some say and control in. That's why we get so passionate about food. Is because it's an area of our lives
Well,
we can have a say in.
It's weird, too, because people just be like, oh, how do you know, like, how do you know that Ash is your person? Or, like, how do you know you and Ariel get along well? And it's like,
We like the same food.
people tell you values, right? People just think it's values. It's just the same interest. Like, me and you, we talk comedy, right? We love food. Oh, look, we're good friends. You know? Shit, me and Ash, like, we like good food. We like good art. Oh, my God, we're fucking dating. Like, it's not that challenging.
It's not that complicated, people. Relationships in your lives, according to Brad, super
Well,
easy.
no, because it's again, I'm 37
If you're
now.
at home right now and you're like, why am I so lonely?
No, that's funny.
Why
as
am I
hell.
so lonely? Here's what you do. Just find people who like the same things
So
as
when
you.
I moved to Toronto, and you can attest to this, I was kind of seeing someone, and things were going well. And she,
You were?
our friend's friend,
Our friend's friend. Nah.
I don't want to fucking do this right now.
Just move on with the story. Just say
Okay,
what
so
you were
this-
going to say.
this
It doesn't
girl-
matter if I
This
remember.
person in my life,
You can tell me afterwards.
this person in my life, dope. But then it's like the more we would hang out, it was just like she wanted to like go to parties and like be up late, and I wanted to eat, you know. And it got to the point
I
where
want to eat.
we would go on a date, and she would just be like, and it was like again, we would get along, we would make each other laugh.
That's so
It
funny.
was a good like.
I want to eat.
We had friends of friends, and then at one point she was just like, "It's like you just want someone to eat with you," and then in my head it's just like, "Well, you just want someone to like go to parties with you or like see the world with you. Like we all just want different things, right?" So for me, it's just like I was kind of just since the grandmother thing, I was just sort of bettering myself. I was just focusing on comedy.
Just
different
quickly, to be
shows.
fair, this makes sense for your life, though. How does your family show that they're spending time
We eat
together?
together,
You eat
yeah,
together,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, but I have this person on Instagram. That's how her and her family show love.
Yeah, but maybe she doesn't feel loved
But
there.
even whatever it is, I'm just saying that the reason it went so well with Ash or you is that like with me and Ash, like, man, we had like brunch together one day, and I was like, oh, this person gets it. And like you, like when I first moved to Toronto, you'd be like, you try this food spot yet? And like we'd go out of our way. It's just different.
And now we do it with a cameraman there.
We haven't done that yet.
We will. That's the show.
Okay. We actually have a bunch of content coming your way. I need you guys to follow us, most importantly, Backroom Comedy, but also follow Max Sheldrick.
Max Sheldrick,
Dude's
shout
like
out.
used to be one of our favorite comedians in the city, still is. Used to be one of our favorite people, still is. But dude's a like
Dude is funny
and
and delivers.
talented, yeah.
Talented. Very can really take something and make it better. So shout
if
out.
you really hate us, hire Max. Because like we hire him, but you pay him a little
If
bit
you pay him more and take him away from us,
we
please don't do that.
pay him.
But I guess if it makes sense for Max's life.
Yo, if we're gonna take someone away and pay them more, me,
How much?
this guy.
How much?
Well, we came to the conclusion.
How much for you to go, Ariel, fuck off?
I'd never. Right now we're
How
at-
much? There must be a number.
There's not a number.
$500,000.
No, there's not.
$500,000. Someone comes to you right now
To like say fuck off or to like not work.
to
with you
just be
again.
like, hey, come work here and stop doing the backroom comedy club.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I like that answer.
It just won't happen. Like I actually thought about
$2
it.
million for
No,
me.
because it's like, I'm trying to think.
I was just being funny.
No, obviously, but you think of the bigger picture, and it's like honestly, I love and I want you all, if you're comedy fans, to go support other comedy clubs all day.
Please.
Go fund yours, but like my home is Backroom Comedy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for years I wanted to fit.
I
in
do love going to other shows now, though. Something about it, because you
our
just,
show's hard.
but you just feel so much stronger. You feel so confident going into sets. You're like, I know what I'm doing. I know what works. I know what's funny, and you just go up there and deliver. It's awesome.
It's kind of funny because I'm not where that is, but like I stress so hard to you that like I want to build material. I want a technical set. So this is what I want. And now I got my jokes, but like I'm still not ever telling them word for
Well, you know why?
Because I'm me.
Because you're not a technical comic.
I'm just being. The whole thing with this game is be the best version of yourself.
And here, you want a comedy tip from me. Styles are important, right? You figure out what you want from comedy. When I am having my best time, I'm loose. I'm talking to the audience. I'm in the moment. I'm joking on things that have happened. And then I riff into something I've been thinking about. And then that becomes a bit for a couple weeks. And then it dies.
Okay, so autopilot isn't good. But autopilot, if you have like a couple bars, like look at it like music. You have like a verse. I have that stupid shit. That shit like, my girlfriend, I call her my little lobster. She calls me, and that whole shit. But like that whole shit is literally just to get me.
I don't know why I'm an Indian lobster.
No, that's what I do. I can't do that now, huh? That's offensive.
No. It's funny.
I can't bump my head into it though. That's
Yeah, if you bump the head.
I respect. I get that.
Respect.
That is racist. That's like you could be like, "Hey, I'm cheap," but as soon as you go like this, it's like, whoa, not cool, not cool, bro. But yeah, it's just like that joke when I tell it
Hits.
allows me. No, but it allows.
But
me
you
to
like it.
But it allows. I do like it. I like it enough that it's delivering. But I'm saying that like I think it's funny too. But it gets me like. It goes back to what I've told you guys time and time again. You're the music. The jokes are the lyrics. So those lyrics allow me to find my music, and then it's just like by the time I let those 8 bars go, laugh or no laugh, I'm ready to be like, because if they don't laugh, I'm here. If they do,
can you do your scat now?
Just scatter, tell the joke.
Just scat. I miss it. Scat for me.
So I wrote a joke to you, those of you that haven't
Been to the club.
ever contributed to my life or give a fuck. Okay, so
That's a bit harsh.
I didn't mean it that harsh. Those of you that haven't had the opportunity.
If you hadn't been blessed seeing Brandon Sobel yet.
That's so gross.
Why is that gross?
Just weird.
I'm just trying to be you, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring levity and positivity to the situation. I'm trying to be a better person. I heard ya. I'm too negative. I got it. So now I'm positive. Nobody likes it.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that I'm in a good place. It's hilarious.
I don't like it when you get positive because then I inevitably have to become negative because of the whole.
But that's
balance.
not true.
When have you ever seen 2 positive people hanging out? You're like at work. That's designing. They were really positive.
You were
So,
gonna scat.
I was not going to scat. So I wrote this joke, which
Scat.
is the first
Scabby
joke where it's like, yeah, I scat in the joke, and everyone's just like,
we love it.
because it's me.
It's so
Because it's a
Brandon.
me joke. It's like the fun goat now. It's like I'm just
He's figured out how to balance his weird, goofy side that was writing like
puns.
puns and his manic, crazy side, and he's putting them together into this like lovely little delicious sandwich
of insanity.
of insanity. But it's so delicious. It's like num 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 num.
It's
Controlled mayhem.
insanity. Yeah. Shout out Etai for that realization. Yeah. So I don't know, why haven't you been to the Backroom Comedy Club yet?
This is a good place to probably end.
How
Needs a
you not-
conclusion.
Why are we at the time?
It's 28 minutes. That's probably the length of these now.
Okay, so
Cut down to about 20, hopefully.
all we ask is if you enjoyed it, tell 2 people to tell 2 people. Like think of it like a
Like,
pyramid scheme.
subscribe, comment. Yeah, it's
Like,
exactly.
There's no money being exchanged.
This is an MLM without products and or your money.
All you got to do is just tell 2 people to tell 2 people.
Tag
Like,
someone.
have you
share
ever
it with
wanted
someone.
to just sit down and hang out with your friends all day? You ever want to work 16-hour days and just not have to worry? Just tell 2 people to tell. I promise you it's worth it. We offer a money-back guarantee at our show.
Because
Money
they're that
back.
good. We believe.
If you watch this podcast and you come to a comedy show and you don't have a good time and you think all of the acts are trash, I will give you double your money back.
I mean, I have not agreed to that, but if he wants to do it, he is allowed to.
I will give you all the money in Ariel's savings account if you don't like your comedy.
That's not good for you. That's less than the $20.
You're like, I owe money.
Yeah, it's $17 in there right now.
You guys have been fantastic.
Thank you for watching.
Follow us.
This is the Coke Dads podcast.
I've been Brando Jokes.
I've been Ariel King and Comedy.
And we appreciate you.
Later.